So yeah, this is a bit of an anticlimax, isn't it? A little bit of an anticlimax. And we can be honest, like sometimes, we expect things that we don't get. We expect some things that are, going to be a little bit better and you don't get them. Is it better than last year's bracket busters? Sure. Last year, we had our Joakim Noah card that we had to pay 100,000 MT for, if I'm not mistaken. Um, we had, I can't even remember what pink diamonds we had in last year's set. Like it was just like last year's I used to be known as a MyTEAM encyclopedia. I had no idea. I genuinely have no recollection of what happened last year. But yeah, we had like George Niang, we had Steve Blake Scrub. Then we were paying like 130,000 MT for a Rafe LaFrance card. So it's going to be better than that crap. It's going to be way better. And at least the pink diamonds have better releases now. Like, it's going to be a lot better than that. But still, this isn't good. And they need an event. Like, there needs to be some sort of event. And it's something that 2K have to do. And again, look, thankfully, like, this isn't a situation where, like, I'm looking at the Debo's channel and, like, I'm seeing MyTEAM is bad again. At least I'm not going down that route, because we can be honest, this game mode's terrible. Like I'm having fun playing it. That's kind of where the difference is. Like, there's going to be a main channel DBG video coming out today, probably later today. I'm probably going to go to bed and edit it because I got a couple hours to kill and I'm quite bored. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm genuinely enjoying the game. So for me, it doesn't matter. But I do also think, rather than making rant videos about how bad it is, I might as well just talk about. I'm just going to talk about the game as how the game is. It needs a MyTEAM event. Like, they genuinely like have to. They need an event. Like, we can be honest here, they really do. And this is a game where it's like, unless events happen, there's nothing. So there's no, like, spontaneous content. And that's the one thing, like, it's very clear, obviously. Like, look, 2K23, I actually think the content they gave out wasn't an issue. I think some of the behind the scenes stuff that was happening, that actually doesn't matter for the general community. Like, it doesn't matter for you guys, some of the stuff in 2K23. And I think a reason why a lot of people had big issues with 2K23, especially that were creators, was behind the scenes there was a lot of shit going on. There was weird shit going on. Like, it's hard to even describe what was happening, but it was like, it was almost a feeling where they were trying to push content creators out of the community. It was really weird. Like, I actually, looking back on 2K23, like, I think I was just fed up with the game more than anything. I think I burned out. It wasn't good. It was a game that had 2K23 been 2K21 and 2K21 been 2K23. I actually think both of those games would have been good, because 2K23 was a game built for the unemployed. But it would have been great if we were stuck inside. Like, 2K23 would have been great. I would have played it all the time if we were stuck inside. But, like, in 2K23, there was always the spontaneous cards. Like, randomly, from the 13th of March till March the... I'm trying to think, when was the last time there was one of these in March? Ruby Lil Yachty, Jesus. Till the 30th of March. So for 13th to the 30th of March, every weekday, we literally got a chance at getting a bracket buster takeover card, like a really, really good card. And these challenges were easy. And then if you just logged in for 3 weeks straight, that's all you had to do was log in. And it wasn't even 3 weeks straight. Like, you had to log in for 3 weekdays straight, 3 weeks worth of weekdays straight. And if you missed out on 2 days, you could get an option pack over the weekend to make up for it. So you had to log in 5 of 7 days. But obviously, if you logged in 5 of 7, 2 of them had to be weekends. But you had to log in 5 of 7 days, and you got the literal best shooting guard in the game at the time. Like, we used to get spontaneous stuff like that, We used to get all of those stuff. And now it's like, unless it's an event or it's the start of the season, we don't get anything. So, like, I think the game mode needs events because the way the game is structured right now, it just has to be done. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I genuinely think that they kind of not even shot themselves in the foot. Like, 2K don't care. Like, we can be honest and say, like, this is what 2K needs, but, like, the game's dead. Like, the game was dead. Like, I make content on it because I have fun. Like, I saw this post right here from a guy who, if I say his name, will probably get freaking banned knowing 2K. But, like, looking at this from NBA 2K22, 2.7k likes. And by it, if you guys don't remember, like 2K22, they used to announce on the hour every hour for like 3 straight hours. So it would be like, I think, let's just say, I think Wade was an opal in that set. I can't even remember who the other opal was, but it was like, and Duncan. So it was like Power Within Wade got announced, Power Within Duncan got announced 1 hour, Power Within Duncan gets announced the next hour, and the next hour they announced these 2 cards. So, and still, even with the like 1 of 3 hype posts, 2.7k likes, like we always saw this where it was like when they'd announce Spotlight Sims, it would have like nearly 10k likes. Like the game's just dead. Like Dunktober Jokic has the Dunktober Jokic post has had more likes than any non-Locker Code post since the start of 2K23. Madness. But now you're seeing 311 likes. It's not quite as bad as that now. Not quite as bad. It's at about 500. But like, you've seen what used to happen. Like, there used to always be something. Heck, in 2K22, we all talk about 2K22 like it was this unbelievably great game, and I think through Season 5, it was iffy. I don't think Season 5 was the greatest game in the world, but what it had was kind of an overarching grind where it was like, you beat Spotlight Sims, you got a really good card, and then you beat Domination, you got a iffy card, but if you did both of them, you then got the best shooting guard in the game, and in what's his name, in Vince Carter at the time, and then in going into the following season, we got the Zero Gravity grind, and coming into 2K23, June was the best month because you got a card every month, and obviously we're not going to get a card every day for March Madness, but it's like, we're going to see the same cards as the last couple of years. You just know we are. Like, we're going to see Tyler Hansbrough, we're going to see a Christian Leitner card somewhere, we're going to see a bunch of hidden gems, and there are literally 2, it was like 2 by what, 15 for these type of cards that you could get. There was 15, so 2 by 15 plus 30 or 38, Jesus Christ, so plus 38, so that's like 68 plus 20. Well, actually no, it was new edition. But whatever, however many of them there was here, like there was the guts of like 70 March Madness cards, and this is only 2 years ago. But now it's like, you just know there's not going to be anything. And if there's no event, even if there is event, it's still not the same. The only thing that events are is maybe 5 new cards, and you've got the ability to, maybe liquidate your whatever cards into badge packs. Spend hours converting things to badge. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not. Like, it could be worse, but it's just, even the events this year. The events are only good because you were able to liquidate the badge packs. And freaking Jay Rich was a beast. Like, if Jay Rich wasn't in the game for the average player, you wouldn't have been able to get anything good. Genuinely. And the only positive is that the event was announced on the day last time. Like, that's the only positive thing, is that they announced the event like 1 hour after everything. So Vince Carter got announced on the day. Like, that, he was announced the second that over 75 new player cards added for All-Star available across the pack now in the exchange. Like, at least there's cards available in the exchange. And like, I wouldn't mind. I would love some sort of, even like a domination where it's like 30 30 games for 30 new cards. Like, if they could do something, it would be nice. But the problem is, like, I don't think events necessarily bring them more money. And I think maybe we see one event every 3 months. Like, I just don't see it happening because we didn't see anything last year. Like, even for All Star last year, we kind of saw something. But like last year, they went full on evil, whereas this year is just bad game. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, I would love to see an event. I really would. If there is an event, like I got time. Like, I've got time this weekend. Like, I plan on spending a good bit of the weekend at my parents' house, but like, I can literally just lock in on 2K do my videos early for my WNBA stuff and lock in on 2K all day. And if there is an event, I will do that. If there's not an event, I will buy all the cheap cards, use said cheap cards, then log off for the day, like I do on most Fridays. But yeah, it is. It's not too disappointing to see this bracket buster set because you never know what's coming, but there needs to be an event. There needs to be an event. Like, there's no, like, for me, there's no reason to log into to play MyTEAM, really. Like, unless you're just kind of doing it for the love of the game. And for me, the way the game's structured right now, like, I actually do enjoy the game, but I don't think a lot of people do it for the love of the game since the arcade stuff is gone. Like, you don't hear people loading up online and just casually playing MyTEAM anymore. The new gen post 2K22 has really been made for the best players. Like, I've given myself freaking stick drift trying to rhythm shoot. Like, I've gotten good at it, but I've given myself, you'll see it again in a video probably over the weekend on my main channel. Like, I literally spent a whole game shooting very earlies, or it not registering my rhythm shooting because my analog stick is broken. So I've already broken a controller, and I've heard about people breaking 3, 4, 5 controllers this year, and I'm like, so they've brought in a mechanic where the only way you can hit a damn shot is if you go into super sweat and break your controller. Basically, it's like you're not seeing people playing the game for the love of the game. So the events are probably the only reason why you're going to get players in if you're 2K, and I hope that they realize that. But anyway, I'll see you guys.